Hi, I am sure you would not want to miss this. Nigeria had a dramatic week, from union fights to fire disasters, Rivers State returning to elected rule, changes in Nigeria education system. Here are grabbing headlines from the third week of September. Let's take a look. On the 13th of September, NUPENG threatens to shut depots and disrupt fuel distribution over alleged anti-union practices at Dangote Refinery. The federal government entered talks with both parties, seeking to avert shortages amid concerns about fuel supply and prices. Consumers are asking, will fuel get expensive? Is Dangote's plan truly inclusive, or is it undermining union representation? And can federal government ensure union and refineries reconcile before shortages ease? Major fire incidents broke out at Afilan Towers and Central Plaza, Lagos Island on the 16th of September, with casualties and property losses reported. State government later confirmed that smoke inhalation was responsible for multiple deaths, said the fire started from inverter batteries in the basement of Afilan Towers, and lamented crowd panic hampered rescue efforts. Lagosians demanded stricter building safety enforcement and wonder why are emergency response protocols weak. Others asked, will building owners face accountability, and will certified fire safety audits become mandatory? President Bola Tinubu cut his 10 days work vacation trip to Europe short as he returns to leave 6-month state of emergency in Rivers State on Tuesday, reinstating Governor Similaye Fubara and suspended lawmakers. Fubara returned to Port Harcourt on the 19th of September to jubilant supporters, though he did not immediately resume duties at Government House as state legislative work resumed earlier. Meanwhile, following his return on Friday, Governor Fubara made a broadcast pledging cooperation with Rivers State House of Assembly and stakeholders to protect citizens' interests. He said that the dialogue and renewed trust will be central to his administration's next steps. Many residents and political watchers asked, how soon will full governance resume? Others wonder whether the emergency rule decision sets precedent for other states and if legal suits will follow. On Wednesday, the 17th of September, federal government disbursed 330 billion naira in direct cash transfer to over 8.5 million poor and vulnerable households as part of President Bola Tinubu's social protection program. The announcement was made by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, who explained that the initiative is designed to cushion the impact of economic reforms and rising living costs. The move has been welcomed in some quarters as a bold step towards tackling hardship, but it has also raised questions. How many of the targeted households actually receive the funds? What systems are in place to prevent corruption and political favoritism? Others are asking whether such short-term transfers can translate into lasting solutions or if more structural reforms are needed to reduce poverty sustainability. And on Thursday, 18th of September, the federal government also announced the formal addition of history and Mandarin language into the curriculum of Nigerian secondary schools. The Ministry of Education disclosed that the move is part of ongoing reforms aimed at broadening students' global competitiveness while preserving cultural heritage. While some parents and educators have praised the decision as forward-looking, others are asking, will the government provide enough qualified teachers, and should priorities be given to strengthening existing subjects before adding new ones? And on Saturday, the federal government received about 148 Nigerians evacuated from Sudan amid ongoing conflict and instability. According to officials at the National Commission for Refugees, Immigrants and Internally Displaced Persons, the returnees, including women and children, were profiled by immigration and aid agencies and immediately provided with humanitarian assistance upon arrival. The return sparked mixed reactions, while others asked if more returnees are still stranded without support. And that's a roundup from last week, featuring restoration of democratic rules in Rivers, devastating fires, resumption and education sector, as well as ongoing economic pressures. We'll keep tracking these stories and the public questions they raise. I am Oluwafisayo Olaoye. Thank you for watching till this moment. Follow and subscribe for more verified updates, and let's discuss the stories that caught your attention in the comments. Continue to stay informed and see you soon.